Hello dears, welcome back to our new video, and today we're going to discuss about the topic about the metabolic disorders, that is our glycogen storage disorder. So let's start from the question. In the question we are seeing the child with the point mutation present with the absence of glucose 6 phosphatase and there is a hypoglycemia and hepatomegaly. So what pathology are these sign characteristics of? So these are all our glycogen storage disease like A, B and C. Coris disease, Anderson disease and von Gierke disease. Then the second question, we are seeing the characteristic sign of glycogenosis in muscle pain during the physical work. Blood examination usually reveals again hypoglycemia. This pathology is caused by the congenital deficiency of the following enzyme. Okay, so in the last we will able to give all these type of the questions. Okay, so let's start from our disease, that is our glycogen storage disorder. So glycogen storage disorder, what does it mean? It means there is a pathological accumulation of glycogen. So in this disorder, what happens? There is a pathological accumulation of the glycogen or metabolic product of the glycogens. So that's, and also remember we also called it dextrinosis. Dextrinosis, and we also called it glycogenosis. Why we called it dextrinosis? Because what is the dextrin? That is our intermediate, product of glycogen breakdown. Okay, let's talk about the glycogen storage disease classification. So let's start from the glycogen storage disease type 1. So we also call this is also known as von Gierke disease. Von Gierke disease. This is our glycogen storage disease type 1, and it is most common GSD, glycogen storage disorder. What happens in this case? There is a impaired glycogenolysis. There will be the impaired glycogenolysis that we done in the previous video, and gluconeogenesis. What are the causes of GSD1? First cause, that there will be autosomal recessive conditions. So GSD1 is what? It is autosomal recessive condition. So there will be the problem in the gene also. Like if we are talking about the GSD, there is a type of the one that we are not going to. There is GSD type 1A, in which there is a mutation of G6PC gene. And if you talk about the GSD1B, there is a mutation of G6PT1. So we are not going to that will become more complicated. So what the causes? Remember, autosomal, it is autosomal recessive, and also remember that it will lead to G6P deficiency, glucose 6 phosphatase deficiency. So this is the causes that we seen in the glycogen storage disorder. Due to that, there will be the more glycogen in our body, and that is our glycogen storage. So that is a glycogen storage disorder. So what the sign and the symptoms we see in this patient? So there will be the no and symptoms. There will be the no glucose in the body in case of fasting condition, because if you are taking the glucose normally in our diet in well-fed condition, so there will be glucose available to our body. But if you are doing the fasting, so there will be the no glucose in our body, because that glucose only came from the glycogen, but this glycogen is not available now, and the gluconeogenesis is also not available. It is also impaired now. So that's why we are not able to meet our requirement, that is our glucose. So due to that, there will be the fasting hypoglycemia. Good. Then there will be lactic acidosis. We will see. What we will see? Lactic acidosis, and that will lead to metabolic acidosis. that will lead to metabolic acidosis. Okay, and there will be increased triglycerides, and there will be the increase of uric acid. There will be the increase of uric acid. Okay. Now, what are the organs in which the GSD will occur? Like, what are the target organs and the which organ will be affected? So remember always that G6P, this enzyme, glucose 6-phosphatase enzyme, it mainly present in the liver. It mainly present in the liver. Most 90% present in the liver and kidney. In kidney, it approx like 10%, nearly around 10%. So that will be liver and the kidney. So target organ will be our liver and kidney. What are the target organ will be? That is our liver and kidney. Okay. So this is the target organ or the organ that will be affected in the glycogen storage disorder. Also what we will see if the liver will be affected, so there will be the hepatomegaly, liver size will be increased in this case. As we are seeing, there is increased uric acid because of the kidney affected. Alright, so let's go to our second disorder, that is GSD2, glycogen storage disorder type 2. So this disorder is also known as POMS disease. What we called it, also known as POMS disease. Okay. What happen in this case? There will be the pathological accumulation of glycogen. Yes, we know that. But where? Pathological accumulation of glycogen in lysosomes. So there is a accumulation of glycogen in lysosomes. Okay. So mainly this disorder G6D type 2, it affect skeletal muscles, and it also affect our heart, and also it affect our the liver and nervous system. So mainly that is affected by the GSD type 2, that is our skeletal muscles and heart, mostly affected. Okay. Okay, so what will be happen in this condition? There will be which enzyme will be deficient. So what are the causes of that? That is which enzyme? Yes, that is acid alpha glucosidase deficiency. That's it, acid alpha glucosidase deficiency. Got it? Then this, what happen in this case? If this enzyme will be deficient, so there will be glycogen. So glycogen that will be not be break down, and they cannot be break down. So there will be accumulate in the lysosome. So this glycogen that don't break down, it will accumulate in lysosomes. Where it will accumulate? It will accumulate in lysosomes. And when there will be the lysosomal burst, because when there will be accumulation, so lysosome will be swell up, and then there will be the lysosomal burst. And when this lysosomal will be damaged, so there will be the leakage of lysosomal enzyme and glycogen. That will lead to the cellular dysfunction and finally lead to the cell death. Because we know that lysosomes, it contain the hydrolytic enzymes, so that will damage our cell also. So that will lead to the cell death. So this is due to GSD type 2, in which there is a which deficiency? Acid alpha glucosidase deficiency. Acid alpha glucosidase deficiency. What the sign and the symptoms we will see in the GSD type 2? So we can see here the sign and the symptoms, their progressive muscles weakness, because it affect our skeletal muscles. Then there will be cardiomegaly, cardiomyopathy, and there will be the hypotonia. So that's not so important, but remember that. Then next is our GSD3, that is GSD3, glycogen storage disorder type 3. We call this disorder known as Cory's disease. What we called it? Cory's disease. Also we know we can call it Forbes disease. And also it is known as limit dextrinosis. Dextrin, you know, that is our intermediate product of the glycogen metabolism. So this, it is also known as limit dextrinosis. Why we called it limit dextrinosis, we will see. So here is what, there is an intracellular accumulation of incompletely breakdown glycogen, that is dextrin. So accumulation of, we can say, incompletely breakdown of glycogen, that is product is dextrin. So there is accumulation of dextrin, and due to there is accumulation of the dextrin, osmotic pressure of cell will increase, and this osmotic pressure, it will increase the, or it will pulls the water, that lead to the cell swelling, and cell finally will lead to the death. Cell death will be there. Remember always that osmolarity, when we talk about the osmolarity, it directly proportional to the concentration and inversely proportional to the water. So if water is less, osmolarity will be more. Okay, so that's why there will less water will be there, so it will push the water inside, and that will lead to the cell swelling, and finally there will be the cell death will occur. What is the cause of that? The cause is important for the GSD3, so that is our debranching enzyme deficiency. What are the causes? That is our debranching enzyme deficiency. Debranching enzyme deficiency. And which debranching enzyme, you know? That is amylo alpha 1,6 glucosidase. If you forgot about the what is the name of the enzyme, so no problem, just remember that is a debranching enzyme deficiency, that's all. And it is also what, it is also autosomal recessive, so there is also the, maybe there is problem in the gene also, so that is also autosomal recessive. Then what the complication we see? We see there is complication, hepatosplenomegaly, cardiomegaly, there can be the liver failure. So all these complication or the symptoms we see. First, what we can see? We can see there is a hepatosplenomegaly. Then we can see that there can be cardiomegaly, or maybe there will be the liver failure. So all these complication we can see in the GSD type 3. In the last I will discuss like which enzyme there will be deficient in this glycogen storage disorder, which target organ will be affected, and what are the purpose of GSD type 1. So we will make a table and then we'll study that. Okay. So next is our GSD type 4. What we called it? It is known as Anderson disease. What disease? Anderson disease. What happens in this case? There is also again the pathological intracellular accumulation of what? Abnormally formed glycogen, that is abnormally formed glycogens. So what happened in this case? We studied that GSD type 3 there is a debranching enzyme deficiency, but if we talk about the GSD4, so there will be branching enzyme deficiency will be there, and we know that what is the branching enzyme. So when there is a branching enzyme deficiency, so unbranched chain, what the unbranched chain of the glucose, we called it polyglycosan bodies. What we called it? Polyglycosan bodies. And that these polyglycosan bodies will accumulate, and due to precipitation of these polyglycosan bodies, there will be the increase, again the increased osmotic pressure, that finally will lead to the cell death. So let's see. So there is a improper glycogen synthesis, then there is a formation of polyglycosan bodies. What is that? Unbranched long chain of the glucose, we called it polyglycosan bodies, and due to precipitation of that, it will increase the osmotic pressure, and that finally will lead to the cell death or cellular death. Because we know that increased osmotic pressure, water will build up, and it will lead to the cell swelling, and finally it will lead to the cell death. What are the causes of the GSD4? That is, we already told, that is our branching enzyme deficiency. So what are the causes? That is our branching enzyme deficiency, the glycogen branching enzyme deficiency. And which branching enzyme? That is our 1,4 alpha glucan. That is a branching enzyme. Again, the name is not important, but you need to remember that it is a branching enzyme, or that is our, what is the branching enzyme? Branching enzyme deficiency, GST4. Debranching enzyme deficiency, GST3. That's all. Then the next is our GSD5, that is glycogen storage disorder type 5. So what we called it? MACD. MACD Burger, that is McArdle's disease. So remember, McArdle's disease. So M for muscle, M for McArdle's, M for muscles. Muscles glycogen phosphorylase deficiency. So we studied about the GP enzyme. GP, it convert the glycogens to glucose. So that we studied about the GP. So that we so if it present in the muscles, we called it, so we can call it muscles glycogen phosphorylase deficiency. So it will call it musculophosphorylase. So if musculophosphorylase will be there, so remember the GST5, they mainly affect, or only affect what? They only affect the muscle tissue. They only affect muscle tissue. So remember the same process. So glycogen phosphorylase deficiency will be there. So there is a musculophosphorylase. If the glycogen phosphorylase deficiency will be there, glucose will not form. And when the glucose will not form, glucose 6-phosphate will not form. And that no glycolysis will be there. And no glycolysis means there is a decrease of the cell energy. And then it will finally lead to the cell death. If you want to see, you can see on the screen. So we can see that there is GP deficiency. So there is a no glucose 1-phosphate, no glycolysis, no ATP formations, cell dysfunctions, and that will lead to the cell death. Okay. Remember one more important point. Not important, like not asking for. So that is second wind phenomenon. What is that? Shift in metabolism during exercise. So that is what? Second wind phenomena. And due to that, due to change in the metabolism or shift in metabolism, so there is a sudden loss of energy. There will be a sudden loss of energy, because we are not getting no ATP formation, no energy, cell dysfunction, cell death. That led to the second wind phenomena. Second wind phenomena, there is shift in the metabolism during the exercise, and due to that second wind phenomena, there will be, it is seen in GSD5, McArdle's disease. The same is same is GSD6, that is our Hirsch disease. So again remember Hirsch disease. So we can see there is a H here. Again there is a hepatic GP deficiency. Means in the liver, if there is a GP deficiency, so we called it Hirsch disease, Uski disease. Okay. So the same phenomena that will lead to the, because if it will occur in the GP, like it's occur in the liver, GSD6 Hirsch disease occur only in the liver, and if you talk about the GSD5 McArdle's disease, that occur only in the muscles or muscular tissues. Okay, so the next is our GSD7. So what happened in the GSD7? GSD7 is known as Tauris disease. So in this Tauris disease, there will be phosphofructokinase enzyme deficiency will be there. Okay, so this enzyme phosphofructokinase, they have their important role in the breakdown of the glycogen, and they also help in the movement, helps in muscles movement in case of skeletal muscles. Okay, so this is all about glycogen storage disorder. So let's move to our table in which we'll study like which glycogen storage disease and which enzymes. Okay, so let's see on the screen. Alright, so this table as I prepared for you, so it includes like all the glycogen storage disorder. So remember that A, B, So AB, then remember it, AVBP. Okay. And for C, remember CD. So you can remember that CD. So that is Cory's disease. CD. Okay. So C4 means third one. C3 for C, A for 1, B for 2, C for 3, CD. Then D4. So there will be, remember, AD or AB. DAB, DAB. Okay. Remember DAB. So that will be the Anderson branching enzyme. CD, Cory's disease, D branching enzyme deficiency. McArdle's, MACD. So myo muscles, glycogen phosphorylation. H4HH. Okay, MMHH. So remember MMHH. So 4, 5. Okay, 6. And one more, there is a Torres disease. So remember that Torres disease which enzyme? Phosphofructokinase enzyme deficiency. Okay. So let's repeat with me. Okay. So let's start. GSD1, bone Gurkha disease, glucose 6-phosphatase deficiency, liver and kidney will be affected. GSD2, POMS disease, known as acid alpha glucosidase deficiency, heart and the skeletal muscles affected. Okay. Let's remove the organ affected. Just concentrate on enzyme and another name. GSD3, we called it Cory's disease and debranching enzyme deficiency. Cory's disease, debranching. Anderson branching enzyme. Cory's disease, debranching enzyme deficiency, and Anderson there will be branching enzyme deficiency. Then McArdle's M4M means M4M myophosphorylase. Hertz disease H4 hepatophosphorylase. यानी कि means there will be glycogen phosphorylase deficiency in the liver. Yes. Then myophosphorylase means muscles, so skeletal muscles will be affected. Debranching enzyme, liver, skeletal muscles, heart, all affected. Okay. POMS disease, there will be heart and the skeletal muscle affected. Glucose 6-phosphatase, it present only in the liver and the kidney, so both these will be affected and nothing will be affected. And from now this topic will be completed. So please consider the subscribe button and press the bell icon to get the more updates. See you soon. Bye bye. Take care.